today we have a try on video where I went to a few stores to try on a few different items and I thought I would share with you guys. Now I usually try and opt for plus size type style stores or stores that go up to a plus size. We do know some shops have a little lower end, but actually this time I'm pretty sure most of the things I tried on was plus size. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn the fan on. I do have the aircon on, but I just feel like it's not enough. It is a hot day and I have to also turn the fan on, so I'm sorry if it's making noise in the background, but it's just too hot. I even washed and let my hair air dry because I was not gonna blow dry it, not in this heat. Anyways, what you guys are here for, a lovely plus size try on video. I find the easiest option is to actually go to the stores and try on the clothes, and that way sometimes I'm tempted to buy stuff, sometimes I'm not, because sometimes they have horrible plus size clothing. And I did start this video with I was going to do a full best and less video. However, I didn't find many things in best and less at all, so therefore I thought, you know what, I'm going to go to a range of different stores and we'll just do one of those. I kind of feel like they work rather than sometimes you can dedicate a whole video to one store, but other times I like these options. Alright, enough of me babbling. Usually, as I always say, if you're new to my channel, I am roughly about a 22 to a 24 in plus sort of size style. Really depends. Normally it's anywhere from like an 18 to a 24, anywhere in between, because it also depends on the fabric and how I like to wear my clothes. Alright, so we will start off with best and less. Now the first item that I tried on was this lovely jumper and it was in a size 20. The last few best and less I've been to, very limited plus size. They used to have a whole big section that had pretty much like the stuff they had in the regular size. So they have literally gone downhill, even with the quality. I'll be honest, everything that I saw honestly has gone downhill. Back to this jumper, though. This jumper was very lovely. As I said, I tried on 20. It felt really lovely on. I liked it. I liked how it was like a little bit baggy. And what I also loved was the sleeve length, because I know most of the times when I try on jumpers in best and less, they're literally like they come up to here. I hate when I like move my arm, you know, like when you kind of move it up and the jumper goes all the way over here. I like it, like, you know, I'm very fussy about sleeve length and I need a jumper to not just sit here. It really bugs me when it does. So I love the sleeve. I know it's the most random thing. The fabric was also really nice and it also sat really nicely, just like I was wearing a skirt, but it would sit really nicely over leggings. And a lot of the times, because I am bigger tummy thigh area, and usually stuff like, you know, you kind of have a bit of a hard time trying to get things to sit over. They usually like, even though I'm bigger busted, I can get things there and then they, you know, they're kind of tight down the bottom. This was good. It just sat really nicely. Definitely recommend the jumper. I really liked it. I liked the grey as well. It was very comfy. And that one retails for $35. Next up, I tried on this red dress in a size 20. I believe it also came in black, I want to say. I did try on red because I kind of try and avoid trying things on in black because it's very hard to show on camera how something looks. And I usually show black if that's pretty much the only thing there is, or if I just really want to buy it. But otherwise, I want you guys to see what it actually looks like, and it's easier this way. I am definitely not a red dress girly. I mean, I have a few things in red, but it's not my cup of tea in color. And also, I don't like anything that's high neck. But this dress didn't sit that badly on. Look, fabric-wise, it was quite thin. However, I do like a bodycon style dress, and this one had those little like crumples throughout it, which I like. Like I like a little bit of texture as well to fabric. The reason I like bodycon also styles is because I can like kind of scrunch it where I want to scrunch it, and then I like the way like I can make it shorter in length, because these come up that length that I really don't like. So when I can scrunch it to make it shorter, it works for me. So pretty much the downfall of this is the fabric is so thin that it kind of just shows everything underneath, and we don't love that. Well, I don't love that for a bodycon dress. Otherwise, I didn't mind the style of it. I quite liked it. Now that one retails for $30. And the last item that I tried on was this dress, also in a size 20. And I was a little bit pleasantly surprised, I will say. On the hanger, I thought, I don't know, it was a bit stiff. And sometimes with the like stiff dresses, I'm like, how is this gonna even fit me? It did fit and actually stayed really nicely on. Look, lengthwise, I feel like these don't work for me because I just feel like it makes me look shorter. But I did love the top. Like I love anything that has like a little scrunchy sort of section up here, like this top, because I just feel like it kind of elevates the dress a little bit as well. And I do love that kind of sweetheart neckline, if you will. The sleeves weren't too puffy, which I liked, And I also liked how the skirt bit of the dress had a bit more of like an A-line look to it, so it wasn't too puffy. I find a lot of the time they put so much fabric in the bottom section that I don't like how that sits. But actually, this is me bagging best and less out at the beginning of this, and now I'm like, I liked this. Well, look, the items that I chose I liked, and I didn't like anything else that I saw. So all in all, this dress actually stayed really nice on. I did like the like scallop bottom. I thought that was really cute. Funnily enough, there was another woman that did try on the dress, and she was just like, that looks awful, I don't like it. And I thought, oh, I didn't mind it on me. So it really depends on how you like things to stay as well. We're all different, and we all like things to stay on us differently. I always find that we all have different tastes. So sometimes even I'll try on something and I'll be like, I didn't like it, and you guys in the comments are like, that was so lovely on you. So we all have different tastes. And that dress retails for $35. Next up, I made my way over to FAYT the label, and I have tried on stuff from FAYT in the past, and I wasn't really successful with some of the stuff that I tried on. I found at the time some of the material wasn't so good, and just some of the stuff just didn't sit on me. But also probably at the time I didn't like the trend that was going on, so I thought I'll give them another try. But what I also wanted to try on was a few basic items. So I just grabbed a singlet, because you know what, a singlet is your absolute go-to, or if you're from overseas, a tank top. It is an absolute go-to, especially something with thicker straps. So I grabbed this one in the blue. Now it also comes in like browns and other colors, and I just thought, let me try on the blue. I loved the singlet. Now I tried it on in the 22 to 24. This singlet comes in like the double sizing. It was thick, so it was double lined, so it had double the fabric, so it kind of like booms you in, which I love. But you know, sometimes things that you find you think are like, as I said, booms you in, it might like show your lumpity bumpities. It absolutely didn't. It sat so nice on, and I loved it. Like, it's got a little like FAYT little label here, and it's nice because it doesn't like stand out. It's kind of just sewed embroidered in there, which is fine. But I love the thickness of the straps, and I absolutely love that it was like double lined. So for example, the white one, you wouldn't see your bra through it, and this is what we love. Like for something that's a basic, literally you wear your basic over and over and over and over again. And I feel like, why do we skim on it? Like, why do we spend like 10 bucks on something that you wear all the time, and then I'll go out and spend so much money on a dress that I'll wear once? So I was thinking, okay, I really want to get it. However, it is $64, and I just didn't know if I could justify the $64 price range. I know it's going to be worth it, because I would, especially if I got a white one, I would wear the life out of it, because it's exactly what I want. So I do see myself purchasing this. I might just wait until there's a little bit of a discount at least. The thing is, they know it's a good item, and that's why the prices are high, and that because they know what they have. I have not seen a singlet on that good quality. Next up, I tried on this top that I have seen like in all the stores, and I have literally tried it on in a different store, and it looked awful on me. And it looked so good, and I tried it on in this chocolate brown color, which seems to be everywhere now, and I loved it. It stayed so nicely on. I love the thick straps, the buttons going all the way down. It was also thick, and I love anything that's thick, because as I said, it doesn't show all your lumpity bumpities and just sits so nicely on. It had like ribs through it, but the ribs weren't like stretching out all the way. It just still sat nicely. The buttons buttoned up. That one I tried on in a size 24, and it fit beautifully. So people wear it like with the buttons undone on the bottom bit, like if you wear it on jeans. That's how I've seen other people wear it. I'm more of like a tuckerina, so I'm sort of like, oh, I don't like things with buttons tucked in, so I would have to like wear it maybe in that style, like over jeans with the buttons undone, if I was to get something like that. I have been eyeing online. They have a pink version of this, and I think, oh, love pink. But I do love how this top stayed. This top is also $59, so it is a little bit over my budget. However, as I said, I'm waiting for a discount code somewhere, and I'm hoping to get those two tops because I think they are fabulous. Third up, whilst I was on the chocolate train, I tried on this dress in a size 24. Now this is not particularly my style, because I don't love the big flary bottom style of dresses. I know they're in and they're great for summer and cooling, but me personally, I'm a bodycon girl and I don't love these dresses. However, I thought you guys might like it, so I grabbed it. And did I say it was a 24? I think I did. and I actually really liked how it stayed on. That little V little bit that comes down the front is what makes the dress like so clever. I have not seen that anywhere. It's so cleverly done, and it just adds that extra element, and the dress stayed really, really nice on because it kind of still made the dress stay down rather than like come out like a ball gown. Very nice. The top had that rib through it, nice plain singlet, and then the bottom of the dress was like a thick, you know, that like linen material, but the thick one is like a canvasy type style. I don't know the exact material, but it's like that. You would definitely have to iron it once you washed it, but it was nice and thick and heavy, which just means it sits down and falls down and actually sits nicely. I will say I was very, very pleasantly surprised with all the stuff that was at FAYT. When I tried it on, I will say it was years back, years ago, and I haven't been in because I find the prices are a little bit on the pricier side. However, now that I've been in there again and the quality is just so good, it's definitely worth the price. I was online at another store, I can't remember, it wasn't Country Road, but it was something like a smaller label, and the prices were roughly there. So, I mean, when you're going to have good quality, you can't really go with Kmart prices. And that dress retails for $109. Next up, I made my way over to Maya, and I really like trying on the Forever New Curve. It's very sad that they only have that in Maya. You can't get the Forever New Curve in the stores. Well, not that I know of, not anywhere that I've gone in Sydney. However, they do have a nice little section in there, and there were some really pretty dresses. So the first dress I tried on was this short little dress, and this one was on the sale rack, and I tried it on in a size 22. Now, Forever New Curve, the bigger size they have is a 22, so that's a little bit disappointing sometimes. However, I do find that they run a little bit on the bigger side, just a little bit, because with things that don't have stretch, I fit really well into the 22 without like having that stretch. Normally, I feel like if the sizing is small, I need stretch items, but these didn't have any stretch. In saying that, the dress was really pretty. I really liked the like seashells on there. It was nice and short. You know, if you know me, you know I don't love short dresses. However, this was just above the knee, so it was fine. Had a little like tie up in there, and it had pockets, which is great. The weird thing is though, the pockets were very low. So I don't know if that's just me, and it's designed for taller women, but I found, you know how pockets are meant to feel like a certain height on you? They sat really low, so it's like, I feel like you wouldn't really put your hands in your pockets that low, if you're gonna put your hands in your pockets. The dress had lining, it had little buttons here, and the buttons were really pretty. They look like little seashells. I also really liked the arm bit. I liked that the elastic was like shirring and quite thick, so it sat really nicely on, so it didn't make them look like really puffy. I'm really not a fan of big puffy sleeves. I have big arms as it is. I don't need big fluffy stuff make him look like a big rugby player. All in all, that was a pretty dress. So it was $160 and it was down to $90. Next up, I saw this dress, and I've seen similar patterns everywhere, and I was like, you know what, I gotta try it on. It just looks so Italian, it just looks so holiday, and it actually sat really nicely on. I didn't think it would on the hanger. I was like, I don't know, but I really liked how he sat on, and I loved the picture. I loved how it was A-line, so it wasn't too flary, like it didn't have too much material happening, and I really liked the open neck up the top. Once again, they also had the elastic to sit nice on the sleeve as well. And as I said, I just really liked how it looked on. It is that weird length that I don't like. That it's like it's not even a maxi and it's not even a midi. It's like a weird length. I don't know. What I find is for summer dresses, like if I'm going to be hot, I need a bit of more air coming through down the bottom. However, all in all, the fabric was quite thick though. So it is one that I think that's why it sat really structured and really nice on. And possibly maybe, although I thought it was a nice vacation dress, I think it would be one that you need to wear to dinner or with a hat or something. But then again, it might be too heavy to pack, which is something I always have to consider when I'm traveling. That was part of the new range, so it wasn't on sale, but it was $229.99, what, $230? A little steep for my budget. And lastly, at Forever New Curve, I tried on another dress that on the hanger, I was like, this is so pretty, so girly, so romantic, just lovely. Although me personally, I'm not a fan of long sleeve dresses in summer, and this to me is a summery dress. The white, the soft colors, I feel like it's quite summery, and I get too hot wearing long sleeve in summer, and it's very rare that it's a cool day in summer. So that's something that I personally don't like, but the dress itself, very pretty. I feel like this would be lovely for an occasion somewhere, if you're going to a wedding or a christening or somewhere where you can get really dressed up. It is so pretty, so girly, and just something that you could even keep in your cupboard a very long time. I loved how the sleeves had a little bit of sheerness to them while they were billowy, but not too over the top billowy. And then you also had the lining underneath. The buttons were beautiful on the wrist, but also coming down, they had these little flowers on them. Very cute. So much detail shown. I can see why they are expensive. When you're looking at something like that, the extra detail that's put in it, it is something that, you know, you'd want to pay for if you're going to wear it to a nice occasion. Lengthwise, I feel like though, if you're going to wear some heels, because it's got that little slit at the front, the length works great. So this, I could just imagine with like pointy white shoes, would look really, really pretty. And that dress retails for $210. And lastly, I made my way over to City Chic because I wanted to see what they had, and I tried on a few items. Now, the first two items are a set, and honestly, they're not my style. They are not something I would wear, but I see it everywhere. Everyone is wearing them. They are all the rage right now. These like vest looking pantsuits, if you will, with the big baggy pants. Look, I just can't get into those big baggy pants because I have big chunky thighs, and therefore big baggy pants and big chunky thighs is a lot of material happening. Now, I tried on the pants and the top in a size 22. Whilst I think the pants fit me great, look, they were huge, but to button up, that was my size, that fit great. There was just so much material happening, just way too much material. The top itself was a little bit too big. I just found it under the arm here. There was like a lot of material happening, and it was just a lot of material happening everywhere. I feel like I couldn't pull it off. Like, first of all, because it's not my style, but second of all, I just feel like I couldn't pull something like this off and look cool doing it. Some people have the style for that. It's something that they like and they know how to wear something like that. I feel like because I don't like it, I don't know how to style it. Also, that salmon color, not for me. I like pink, but I don't like a salmon, or I don't love a dusty pink either. I feel like it's too close to my skin tone, so therefore I'm too blendy. But if it is something that you like, or if maybe you've been looking at something like that, give it a try. I think they may have also had black. As I say, I always try and go for the lighter colors to show you guys. I just couldn't get over the pants. I just couldn't get over the so much fabric. And I also just want to say, City Chic employees, whilst they're lovely, they're kind of annoying. They're always like at your door there or at your curtain and just like constant, are you okay? Are you okay? It's like, I get we want customer service, but sometimes it's like, let me just try on what I need to try on. The pants are $129.95 and the top is $99.95. Look, I counted them as 2 items because they were 2 items. And then lastly, I tried on this navy dress in a size 22, and I actually thought it was really pretty on. I liked the zip up the top, I liked the belt, I thought it was really nice. The pockets were pretty cool. Not that I would ever put anything in those pockets, but I just like the look. I like that utility style look. Also, I just found there was a lot of fabric happening on the bottom section, which is why I probably don't like something like that. Because the thing is, when you look at something from the front, you're like, that's not bad, but then when you look at it from the side, there's just so much fabric happening. The belt was extra long, so I didn't know what to do with that extra strap. I don't mind an A-line, but I'm finding that apart from that dress at Forever New, people are not really doing A-line, or is A-line not in? I would like less gathering and something a bit more A-line. That's the sort of style that I would like to see. So maybe this might be the year that A-line might be in without all the gathering. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I didn't like the length of that dress, but I say that all the time about all those links. All in all, it wasn't too bad. Not something that I would buy, but it wasn't too bad. I looked at some of the stuff there and I feel like City Chic didn't have as many things as they normally do. Maybe they're doing like a transition in the seasons. There was a lot of jeans. They're getting very into the jeans. I can't even bear to think of jeans when it's summer. It is just too hot. Maybe I'll do like a denim try on when it gets to winter, but I can't handle it in summer. That dress retails for $149.95. And that is the end of my try on video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Comment down below and let me know what was your favorite item, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one.